Thank you. Yeah.
First thing, process, process for that. Why give testimony by application that is allowed by law. Okay. So to begin with, we've only got a half an hour. I agree with that. My presentation to represent you as well as myself. And these ladies here, they're they what was the word that's not yeah. I'm not going to get this.
Hi.
But they won't be seen.
So, you already have my letter, I should. Why keep it really brief?
policy. Quick, I've done a lot of study on this. And a lot of quick study.
You're referring to this guy.
Yes, this is your reservation of rights. Yeah, you make that a public. I created this class. So it's just a down and dirty word, and I didn't know I would be here today, so to share. I think there's one more with John there. I took an approach to this now. My background is in finance, and I know about running pro forma. And I know that when the county commissioners and when the assessor's office is looking at tax distribution allocation, and the basis for that is on property value. That you come at it from different positions, saying, how should we handle it this year? How are we going to do our assessment so that it makes the sensible tax liability? So this is what I did. I had a couple days missing, so I apologize for this time. In 2000, even that progresses. So the improvements on this. Model, basically, there are people in the market working on reality. Those people are consciously standing to be. In fact, Proposition 13, which was a big deal in 1978, leading up to Reagan's election, people were being assessed out of their home. Frugal, and they were conservative in their resources, and much of it just like that protest resulted in the passage of which killed back the ability of government to, in my opinion, arbitrarily and capriciously reassess property values based upon what was selling in the market. Now, my understanding anyway, so looking on the next point, so the problem we've got in Idaho, we have Homestead Act, exempts provided discounts. Now, it's not on the kids' level. In 2013, that was a substantial decrease or substantial benefit to the homeowner. Remarkable amount, 67,000 of 130. That's virtually close. Now, 2023 at 125 kids limit, $418,000 appraisal. That's a negligible benefit to the home. The Homestead Act is for the purpose of encouraging home ownership and encouraging and advancing people being able to remain in their homes. So when I'm speaking here for me, I mean, I only can represent this problem. But I don't know how many other people are coming in to appeal this issue, but I hear a lot of people believe the difference in these people. I'm sure there was hesitation. That's probably stating it lightly. Hesitation on the assessor's office in making these assessments. I think there was hesitation doing it. So anyway, the tax. Now, I was surprised at some of this. I've got to admit, when I actually did the evaluation on the numbers, I was surprised to look at the tax, which is the middle column here. It went from 1,213 up to, and I don't know what it's going to be this year. But again, I was shocked the last year, the increase in tax. I think it went 17. I don't have the you probably. 2021, it was, I think the tax on this property was somewhere around 7. You and I both know there was a lot of, I'm sure you heard it, didn't you? Planning. So anyway, those are the numbers in my opinion. Now, to be honest at the same time, the next column talks about the increase or the percentage of value. It remained around 1%. And this year, because of this inflated value, it dropped from 1% to 0.8%. But that's an optical issue. That's an optical illusion. The reality is tax went up or it is going up, and it's an optical illusion to inflate the value so that the tax itself is being assessed is a smaller percentage of the assessed value. I mean, that's just smoke and mirrors, in my opinion. And I don't understand the strategy, and I don't know if I'll find out the strategy here today. The strategy in doing that for the optics of it is PR, and I think it's not intentional maybe, but I think it's bad faith to change the optics to make it look better than it really is. So that's what I have to say about that. So one other quick comment. How much time do I have? I probably spent my time.
You're getting pretty close.
So let me keep it really brief then. The last two columns on this here, those matter. Well, actually, I've got a 2%, 5%, 5%. Let me tell you what that is. If we inflated it based on, or we inflated the value based on 2%, what Proposition 13 gets, I know that's not your title, but it's just for talk about pro formas. We come at it from different directions, right? So if we did a 2% inflation factor based on what the house was valued at by the county in 13, it was 135. At that rate, increasing for the 10 years, it would be 165 today. So that's a pro forma approach, right? Another pro forma approach. Let's be a little more practical and say it's a 5% inflation. 5% inflation cap. The second from the right, you increase it to 220,000. If we get a 5% based on what we bought it for Now, the county had it assessed at 135, but we bought it for 157. If I can be honest, it was more. I paid more than what you had it at. You had it below full market. Okay, so if we inflated at 5%, that's $255,000. Now, if it's sold on the market, and I'm not saying I want to sell it, I live in this house. This house is without price, just like your house is. It's where I sleep, it's where I eat, where I mingle with my family and friends. 418 is high. Very high. I mean, if it were taken from me because I didn't pay the property tax for 3 years ago, you took it for an executed liquidation sell on it. What's it going to sell for? 300, maybe less than that, because you're going to have people that come in. Again, I don't criticize people wanting to complete their position. They might. These are just practical, pro forma types of approaches to it. The issue of valuation. I believe this is, again, I'm not criticizing anybody personally. I'm not even criticizing the office. I'm simply saying, I think it's a bad law.
Okay.
And then if you get done early, I just want to give you a quick add to that if you'll let me.
Before we move on, you can have any problem with sales.
No, because I test that approach. I believe it's a flawed, I think it's a flawed model. Yeah. No, I don't.
I can certainly understand your frustration. So I can certainly understand your frustrations as the monthly value as well. Right. You generally don't shorter. cover that.
So I spoke with him on the phone and told comparable sales prior to the conversation. I reviewing the details of the home we should have been when asking the question. So moving forward, finding that the average price per foot was again lower than the currently rated or reported at, and they told him that we could provide an adjustment to get him more money. The requested that they are in they are in great condition.
I missed that, but I see it now. So you've offered the 10% adjustment.
So they're right. I just sent him this comparison offered that just.
Excuse me. Oh, okay, I'm fine. That was what that was what the value of 383. You've been in the home for income.
My opinion is something above. An average condition for the age of the home, that there is for quality, good quality, I would suggest. Things that something one to be.
So I have. Back, I look out here. Why don't you go? So I'm suggesting. Why couldn't you do that? It's within your discretion, so on.
Low end
stipulating. Sure.
To me, it seems that you take the reality. You almost
Fact of the matter is, if you do an inflation factor. Again, when you're putting. You look. Actually. Yeah, the budget already thought. Anyway. I am asking for it. And I understand you know, if I don't ask for it, it's not in the record, I'm asking for it. Understand? I don't need to argue that in my do one. And so what do we agree to do? I will stipulate what is it you propose to do?
He's gonna make a proposal.
Okay. If you want. Can I say something real quickly? And I'll keep it to one quick minute. You have before you, I gave Brian the other day, you are already aware of that. This much.
He'll have a plan value.
Personal value.
Henderson would be the
So.
which is Make a motion. Justin.
Send you a letter.
You too. Good job, guys. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Thank you for your time.
I would like